Today we're going to be talking about surface area of prisms. Yesterday we learned about surface area of cylinders. So remember we have lateral surface area and we have total surface area. So lateral just means around, and the total means everything, right? Lateral just means everything around except for the bases. So today's lesson is a little bit harder than what we've been doing. Some of you might catch up, some of you might need more practice. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So again, total surface area is the area of all their surfaces, so everything around. And lateral is everything except for the bases. So the formula for prisms is pH plus 2 big B. So this big B is something new that we have not seen. Big P means perimeter of the base. And remember, big B means area of the base. Okay, so we have seen big B before. Now, it's a lot of steps for you to follow, and you can definitely look at it here, but I will show you how to do it. So, on this one, it says a metal products company is coating the outside of the special microwavable box shown. Find the area that needs to be coated. So we're going to find the lateral and total surface area. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to shade your base. Now for a rectangular prism, any side can be your base. So again, any side can be your base. So I'm just going to shade the bottom part. I'm going to shade this bottom part. What I'm going to do next, before that, actually, you need to write down your formula. So pH plus 2 big B. Then you draw out the base. Okay. So my base has a 9, and this 13 is right here. So that means this is 13. Okay. After you draw out the base with the numbers, go ahead and cross out the numbers that you use. Now this last number right here is going to be this 3 right here. Okay? Now once you do that, you don't use that number anymore. So you're no longer going to use 3 anymore. Alright, so now what we have to do with the base is we have to find the perimeter of the base and we have to find the area of the base. Alright, so to find the perimeter, remember you have to add all the sides. So here we have 13 plus 9 plus 13 plus 9. So once you do that, you go ahead and find the perimeter. And the perimeter here is 44. Alright, to find the area of the base, so now my base is a rectangle, so remember it is base times height. So my base is 13, my height is 9, so base times height, 117. So once you find your P and your B, you go back to your formula and plug in what you found. So the perimeter of the base was 44, and the area of the base, 117. Alright, and then you can go ahead and solve. So this first part, just like before, this first part is your lateral surface area. So 44 times 3, 132. So this first part is your lateral surface area. So plus 234, and then you add them together. 366, so this is my total surface area. Alright, so hopefully you kind of understood that. If not, you can go ahead and rewind or go back to the video and watch it again. Alright. Now we have a triangular prism. This is when it starts getting tricky. Now for a triangular prism, the triangle is always your base. So again, the triangle is always ahead and shade your base. When you shade your base, go ahead and draw it out to the side and write down all the numbers that come with it. So we have 1.6 here, we have 1.6 here, this is 1.5, and this is 1. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and cross out all the numbers that you use. And this last number is the 6 here, the H. And again, like I said before, you don't use that number again. So from the base, you have to find the perimeter of the base and the area of the base. So remember, the perimeter is all around. So how many sides does a triangle have? 1, 2, 3. So around. So that means 3 numbers that you're going to add. 1.6 plus 1.6 plus 1, that is 4.2. Okay? Again, big B means area of the base. My base is now a triangle, so the area of a triangle, or to find the area of a triangle, is half base times height. So half times your base is 1, and your height, now you're not going to use this one right here. This is completely different. Like I said, once you use that 6, you don't use it anymore. And here we're only talking about the base. So the height of the base right here is 1.5, straight up and down, 1.5. So half times 1 times 1.5. So my big B is 0.75. After you have your big P and your big B, you go back over here and plug it in. So my big P was 4.2 times 6. My big B is 0.75. Alright, we're going to solve this first. 4.2 times 6, 25.2. So this first part right here is your lateral surface area. Then I'm going to add the other part. Oops. So this part right here is 1.5. And then together is your total surface area. So 26.7. This is my total surface area. Alright, like I said before, if you don't understand it, please go back and rewatch the video. The next two, I definitely want you to do it by yourself. Please try it. Again, for a rectangular prism, any side can be your base. Again, your steps will be to write down your formula, shade your base, draw out your base. Whatever numbers you use with the base, go ahead and cross them out. That last number that is left is going to be that H in your formula. Go ahead and find the big P of your base, the big B of your base. Once you find it, go ahead and go back to your formula and plug those in. Alright, for a triangular prism, remember the triangle is always your base. Now this one right here, if you see, is different than the triangle that we saw before. On the last one, we saw the triangle that goes like this and it had 3 numbers, right? And this one was your height and this one was the 3 numbers around for the perimeter. This triangle right here is a right triangle. So what you're going to do, you're going to draw it like this. Now, just like before for a right triangle, the A and the B doesn't matter. The one that matters is the C. So this is 13, and the other ones are 5 and 12. Now, this one, the good thing is that you only have 3 numbers. So you will use these 3 numbers for the perimeter, right? And then this one will be your base. And then straight up and down is your height. Okay, so please be careful with those 2 types of triangles. Again, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know.